There is no love on earth like a mother's love. A mother carries her child before birth, nurtures them, protects them, and loves them unconditionally. A mother will sacrifice her own comfort, her own needs, just to see her child smile. She will stay up at night when her child is sick. She will go hungry just to feed them. And no matter how much trouble that child may cause, her love remains unshaken. But as deep and as powerful as a mother's love is, God's love is even greater. The love of a mother is the closest thing we can compare to God's love, but it still falls short of His infinite mercy, grace, and compassion. God's love for you is stronger than the love of 1,000 mothers combined. It is higher, deeper, and wider than anything you can imagine. There is no love on earth quite like the love of a mother. A mother's love is deep, unconditional, and filled with sacrifice. She will go to great lengths to protect and care for her child. She will stay up at night when her baby is sick, give up her own comfort so her child can have the best, and always be there with open arms no matter what mistakes that child makes. That kind of love is powerful. It is one of the greatest expressions of love we see in this world. But even that love, as beautiful as it is, cannot compare to the love that God has for you. His love is stronger, deeper, and greater than anything a human being could ever offer. You may have experienced incredible love in your life. Maybe from your mother, your father, a friend, or a spouse. Or maybe you felt the pain of love that was conditional, that didn't last, that left you feeling abandoned or unworthy. No matter what your experience has been, there is a love that goes beyond what this world can give. It is a love that never wavers, never weakens, and never lets you go. That love is the love of God. He loves you not just a little, not just when you do everything right, not just when you feel worthy. He loves you completely at all times, no matter what. We try to measure God's love by our human experiences. We think if I've made too many mistakes, if I've failed too many times, surely God must be disappointed in me. But God's love is not based on performance. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to be perfect to be loved by Him. He loves you just as you are, right where you are. And just like a loving mother would never abandon her child, no matter how far they go, God will never abandon you. Think about how a mother feels when she sees her child hurting. When her child falls and scrapes their knee, she doesn't say, well, that's your fault. You should have been more careful. No, she runs to that child, picks them up, wipes away their tears, and tells them it's going to be okay. She doesn't love them any less because they got hurt. She doesn't turn away from them in their pain. And if an earthly mother feels that way, how much more does your heavenly Father feel when He sees you struggling? When life knocks you down, when you feel broken, when you've made a mistake, He doesn't look at you with disappointment. He looks at you with love. He runs to you, lifts you up, and reminds you that you are still His child. There are moments in life when we wonder if we are truly loved. We face hardships, rejections, and disappointments. And the enemy tries to whisper, if God really loves you, why would this be happening? But the presence of trouble is not the absence of God's love. Sometimes a mother allows her child to go through struggles because she knows it will make them stronger. She knows that if she solves every problem for them, they will never learn, never grow, never become all they were meant to be. In the same way, God doesn't always take away every difficulty, but He does promise to be with you in the middle of it. His love is not proven by a life without problems. It is proven by His faithfulness to carry you through them. You may have moments when you feel alone, when you don't feel God's presence, when you wonder if He's still there. But just because you can't feel Him doesn't mean He's not with you. Just because you don't see immediate answers doesn't mean He's not working on your behalf. A mother doesn't stop loving her child just because they can't see her in the next room. She's still there, still watching, still ready to step in when needed. In the same way, God's love is constant. Even when you can't see Him, even when you don't understand His plan, He is there loving you, guiding you, and preparing the way for something greater. One of the most incredible things about God's love is that it is not limited. It doesn't run out. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't say, I've loved you enough, you've reached your limit. No, His love is endless. His mercy is new every morning. His arms are always open, waiting to embrace you. If a mother, with all her human limitations, can love her child so fiercely, imagine how much greater the love of the one who created you, who knows you better than you know yourself, who has seen every part of your journey and still calls you His own. So no matter what you are facing today, no matter what voices have told you that you are not loved, not worthy, not enough, know this: you are deeply, completely, and unconditionally loved by God. More than any human can love you, more than even the best mother on earth, His love is greater. He is for you, He is with you, and He will never let you go. Trust in that love, rest in it, and let it give you the strength to move forward with confidence, knowing that you are cherished beyond measure. There is a love so strong, so unshakable, so powerful that nothing in this world can compare to it. It is a love that does not fade with time, does not weaken under pressure, and does not give up on you no matter what. It is a love that goes beyond human understanding, a love that remains constant through every season of life. It is the love of the one who created you, the one who formed you, the one who knows you better than you know yourself. Sometimes in life we try to measure love by human standards. We think love is based on how well we perform, how much we accomplish, or how perfectly we live. We tell ourselves, if I do everything right, then I will be loved. If I don't make mistakes, then I will be accepted. But real love, true unconditional love, doesn't work that way. The greatest love isn't something you have to earn. It isn't something you have to qualify for. It is something that is freely given, something that is constant no matter what. Think about the love of a mother. A mother loves her child not because of what that child does, but because of who they are. A baby can do nothing for their mother, yet she loves them with all her heart. She wakes up in the middle of the night to care for them, feeds them when they are hungry, comforts them when they cry. She doesn't love them because they are perfect. If a mother with all her human limitations can love so deeply, how much more does the one who created you love you? It's easy to feel loved when life is going well, when you're succeeding, when people are celebrating you, when everything is falling into place. It's not hard to believe that you are valued. But what about when life gets difficult? What about when you make a mistake? What about when you fail, when you fall short, when you don't feel like you deserve love? That's when real love is tested. That's when true love proves itself. You may have moments when you wonder if you are truly loved. Maybe life hasn't turned out the way you expected. Maybe people have walked away from you. Maybe you've been through heartache, disappointment, rejection, and now there's a voice telling you you're not worthy. You're not good enough. You've made too many mistakes. But the truth is, nothing you have done, nothing you have been through, nothing in your past can change the fact that you are deeply, completely, and unconditionally loved. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not unloved. Just like a mother would never walk away from her child, no matter what they have done, you are never alone. Even in the moments when you feel distant, even in the times when you feel unworthy, you are still deeply loved. Life doesn't go the way we planned. We face challenges, obstacles, and struggles that make us question everything. It's easy to think, if I was truly loved, why would this be happening to me? But love is not proven by a life without problems. Love is proven by presence, by faithfulness, by standing by your side, even in the hardest moments. A mother doesn't stop loving her child just because they go through difficulties. She doesn't abandon them in their struggles. She doesn't say, you're on your own now. No, she does the opposite. She stands with them, fights for them, believes in them. She stays up at night worrying about them. She sacrifices to help them. And if an earthly mother can do that, how much more does the one who created you care about what you're going through? There are times when we don't understand why certain things happen. Times when we feel broken, confused, unsure of the future. But just because we don't see the answer in the moment doesn't mean we are unloved. Just because we don't feel love doesn't mean it's not there. Think about a child playing outside. They run, they play, they explore, and in the middle of it, they fall and scrape their knee. In that moment, they feel pain, they feel hurt. But does that mean their mother stopped loving them? Does it mean she wasn't watching over them? No. The moment that child cries out, their mother comes running. She picks them up, wipes away their tears, holds them close, and tells them it's going to be okay. The same is true for you. When life knocks you down, when you feel like you can't go on, when you are hurting and broken, you are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not unloved. The one who loves you more than you can imagine is right there, ready to lift you up, to heal your wounds, to remind you that you are still His. And the most beautiful thing about this love is that it never runs out. It never grows tired. It never says you've reached your limit. It is endless, limitless, infinite. No matter where you have been, no matter what you have done, no matter how far you have strayed, the love is still there, waiting for you to receive it. Take a deep breath and rest in that love. Stop striving, stop worrying, stop feeling like you have to prove yourself. You are already enough. You are already loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. When life gets tough, when the road gets hard, when the world tells you that you are not enough, remember this: you are loved with a love that is beyond human understanding, a love that is stronger than anything this world can offer. You are loved completely, unconditionally, and eternally. No mistake can change it. No failure can erase it. No circumstance can take it away. And because of that love, you can walk forward with confidence. You can hold your head high, knowing that you are never alone, never forgotten, never unloved. You have a purpose, a destiny, a bright future ahead. Trust in that love, lean into it, and let it fill your heart with peace, strength, and hope for the days to come. Life can be challenging, filled with uncertainties, struggles, and times when we feel defeated. In those moments, it's easy to question our worth, to wonder if anyone truly loves us or if we'll ever overcome the difficulties we're facing. But I want to remind you today that you are deeply, unconditionally loved by the one who created you, who knows you better than anyone else, and who will never give up on you. We often think of love in terms of human relationships, how we feel loved by our family, our friends, or those close to us. And while those relationships are beautiful and meaningful, there is a love that goes beyond what any human can offer. It's the love of the Creator, the love of God, which is limitless, constant, and unwavering. God's love for you is not based on your performance, on how well you do in life, or even on how many mistakes you've made. It is based simply on who you are. You are His child, and because of that, He loves you with a love that is immeasurable.